joining us right now, a guy that people in this area remember because he used to be here at Delaware, now at Temple, doing a heck of a job. Temple football head coach Casey Keeler joining us on the Midday Show. Casey, how you doing, man?
Good, man. You're at my old stomping grounds, Klondike Cape.
I heard about that. So you have any stories about your days down here in Delaware and Klondike Cape?
Probably can't share them.
They had a salad named after me called the Casey's Cobb Salad, and every May we would donate all the proceeds to the Boys and Girls Club. So they worked with me on a number of different events raising money there, and they were awesome. I had my radio show there. I think my picture is somewhere up there next to Flacco and Mike Adams, but I don't know. It's been a while since I've been there.
Well, I'm sure. If
I'm pretty sure it's up here.
Yeah,
Coach,
I bet
we
they
see
would
a lot
take
of
it down.
it's a lot of famous athletes that came from this area. So yeah, I'm pretty sure you're up here somewhere. Yeah, you're up here.
Oh, Hugh found you. We got you. So, Coach, how you been? And tell us about the team this year. We know this thing is moving, and we're close to bowl eligibility now.
Well, first meeting, I set the expectations right off the bat. It's like, guys, I'm here to win, and we're going to win now. And, the first goal is making a bowl. And then after that, it's going to be, conference championship and getting to, bigger bowls. And so we kept most of the team. I think people were surprised. That's not my style. I don't come in and blow things up. It's more like these kids came to Temple to get a great education. If they want to come, if they want to stay, and they want to do it my way, I'm all on board. And we were able to keep a pretty good group, and then we added some guys through the portal, and that's going well. Have a quarterback that's playing phenomenal. 21 touchdowns, no interceptions. He's put 2 in the end zone on his feet. But, it's going well.
Coach, I'm always curious, especially now with this NIL climate and everything, how hard is it now to navigate getting players as opposed to the way that it used to be before the NILs were a thing?
Yeah, they would come in your office and they wanted to talk about education in the past. Now they want to talk about, what is their NIL? And so what we've done is all of our high school kids, we said, listen, we're not paying anyone any more than anyone else. So if you're a defensive tackle, if you're a quarterback, if you're a wide receiver, you're all getting the same number. It's not going to be a lot, but you can come and earn it. Our main goal is to retain our best players. And so that's what we're doing. So I think there's some strategy that you have to use, but a lot of it is about, what they can get paid. I do believe, though, if you can have a great culture, and the kids love going to school there, and they love the program, and there's a brotherhood, I think you can get those hometown discounts. And that's what we did at Sam Houston. We had a phenomenal roster and on very little money. At Temple, we'll have a pretty good investment because the conference has mandated that every team in our conference has to have a certain amount of money of we call it rev share. And so that's been great because it's forced everybody in our conference to step up and make an investment.
That's pretty cool, Coach, because it's crazy because, I've never been a part of it, but I remember when it first came out, it was like the Wild Wild West, and you had kids in the transfer portal like every other week, and that made it harder for the mid-majors and the lower-tier schools. So I was just always curious, how did you maintain keeping those kids there? And it sounded like you got a pretty solid plan going.
Yeah, and so, one of the things, too, is you got to educate them. There's so many cautionary tales of guys who were great players at one institution, then went to another institution, couldn't even get on the field. And I used the Joe Flacco example. Flacco couldn't get on the field at Pitt. And he transfers to Delaware, ends up being the 18th overall pick and wins a Super Bowl and a Super Bowl MVP. The single most important thing we did for him is he played. It's the same thing here. You need to go someplace and you need to play. There's a lot of the power forwards that are buying players and just putting them as backups. And is that how you want to have your career? So it's a lot about having communication and educating them. And again, if someone's going to come in with $1 million and you can pay $100,000, I get it. But if the number's close and you can keep them in a situation they're comfortable in and they feel they can keep on growing, then I think you have a chance to keep them.
Temple head coach Casey Keeler joining us here with a win on Saturday over East Carolina. The team will be bowl eligible this season. Coach, looking at the schedule, you guys are 5-3. 2 of those losses, though, are to some of the better teams in the country, with Oklahoma, Georgia Tech, who has a heck of a quarterback that could be in the Heisman race here. What's the value for you guys having played those games? I know there were losses, and, of course, you wanted to win those games, but I would think from your perspective and your teams, there's got to be some value seeing teams of that level early in the season to kind of measure yourself off of.
Yeah, it's interesting. I think the teams that we've lost to have a combined record of like 20-2. And so we played some pretty good football teams. It was hard, playing Oklahoma and Georgia Tech back-to-back. I thought the guys lost some confidence. And, we kind of sleptwalked our way through the first half of UTSA. And we had a little come-to-Jesus meeting, at halftime. And I told them very bluntly, I said, I've been your head coach for 10 months, and I'm embarrassed to be your coach for the very first time. That's not what we can do out there. And we, got our stuff together. We went out and had a great win that second half. And I think from that point forward, we've kind of come to understand, we got to play with great energy. We got to play with great intensity. And even though those Power 4 schools kind of beat up on us a little bit, there was times that we went toe-to-toe with those guys. So, again, I think that's a lot of the messaging you got to put in their heads. And I knew after those Georgia Tech and the Oklahoma loss, I could just tell the guys lost a little bit of their confidence. And it was good getting that win back at UTSA and kind of moving from there.
Casey, what is it like being back in the area? I mean, you're a Pennsylvania guy, and you ended up at, obviously Rowan, and then all the years here at Delaware. But then you go to Sam Houston State for about a decade, I think. Now, what is it like for you to be back here?
Yeah, I mean, it's like we have 3 grandchildren in Wilmington, Delaware, and you can only FaceTime with them so many times. It's like, hey, I'm Snoopy. That's my grandfather's name. I'm Snoopy. Hey, Snoopy, and then they're off. So it's like you want to get here, you want to hold them and be with them, and so coming back east was a big deal. My wife, we found out on her birthday that Temple and we, my agent had made the deal with the contract, and I came back into the restaurant and I told her, and she started crying. Well, she goes for an hour, and it's like listen, we're in this beautiful restaurant. I know you're happy, but no one else around us knows you're happy. Please, can we stop crying? But she was just so excited to get back here. We built a place in Wilmington, Delaware, and we're 7 minutes from the grandchildren, and it's just great to be back in the area with so many family and friends.
Coach, I don't know if it's contractually obligated, but I feel obligated asking a football guy, especially a local one, your opinion on Jalen Hurts. We debate the Eagles quarterback every day, as you know, on this radio station. We were discussing earlier his merits to be the NFL MVP. What's your thought on Jalen, how he's evolved as a player, and where he's at this stage of his career?
He wins, and that's how quarterbacks are judged. Do they win? Obviously, there's some great pieces of the puzzle around him, but, he doesn't turn the ball over. Like I said, our quarterback has thrown 21 touchdown passes and 0 interceptions. I mean, that's what he does. Sometimes you might not like from an outsider's perspective, like he's holding the ball too long or whatever, but he doesn't turn the ball over. And, in the world I live in, if you win the turnover battle by 1, you win 70% of your football games. I mean, geez, if I win 70% of my football games, I'm going to get in the Hall of Fame. So not turning the ball over is a big, big deal. And I think Jalen's done a great job of managing the moments. And, again, he definitely is obviously one of those considerations of MVP of the league.
Yeah, he is, and we're rooting for him. We're rooting for you guys, too. Casey, we appreciate you hopping on. Have a great trip down to East Carolina. Go get that win, and we'll watch you in a bowl game. Thank you.
Thanks, Coach.
We're in the link on Saturday.
Oh, then the link. Okay.
The link. How about that? Well, it's a big weekend for the link.
It'll be a great time.
We'd love to.
Weather's going to clear up. We're going to be great.
Awesome. Thanks so much for hopping on. We appreciate it.
See you guys.
There he goes. Casey Keeler, head coach.
That ain't going to be like the kids say,
of
lit.
Temple.
It's going to be lit.